Hi there and welcome to Dino's Vault once again, guys. Today I'm checking out the Pulsar RS200, the Demon Black variant. And for those who aren't aware, RS stands for Race Sports. I've already reviewed the RS200 when it was launched earlier this year, and you can check out my first ride review by following the link appearing on the screen. And the variant I'm focusing on today is the new Demon Black variant because many prospective buyers were hoping for a black color shade to be offered, and finally Bajaj have accepted that and they are offering a black color shade for the RS200. Now this is going to be a walk around video where I will be giving you a quick overview of the motorcycle. I would also point out how this is a completely different motorcycle when compared to the 200NS, and also share my test ride experience. So without further ado, let's get started. Design wise, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It is the most radical and futuristic looking bike in its price range. Yes, we all know that the front fairing is inspired by that of the Energica electric superbike that's made in Italy, but still I'm happy that this kind of a radical design is being made available to us with a very affordable price tag. Up front, we get the dual projector headlamps that immediately remind you of the Bumblebee from the Transformer series. We do get pilot lamps on top that sit on top of them, and the front visor too is very well angled to fend off any wind blast. The indicators are carried forward from the Duke and RC series and look absolutely superb. Coming to the profile, this is where the design really goes to a whole new level. The way the front fairing integrates with the rest of the bike is absolutely spectacular. I love the way the side panels have that mesh kind of appearance, which look really cool. Both the side panels and rear panels are sharply laid out and look nice and sleek. The engine cowl too perfectly complements the overall design of the bike, and we also get the Y-shaped alloy wheels that look nice and sporty. Coming to the tail section, the tail lamp design appeal has been debatable. Some seem to like it, and some don't. I personally feel it has a unique appearance and has kind of a jewel effect that does look great at night. The seats are well laid out and offer decent comfort. The muscular petrol tank has always been the USP of the Pulsar design concepts, and this one too has a well edged out petrol tank. The 3D stickering carrying the brand name looks great. You get very good quality tank pads, and one thing you cannot deny about this bike is that the build quality and fit and finish seems to be absolutely top notch. And we get the trademark backlit switches with high beam flasher and engine kill switch when it comes to the switchgear. And talking about the instrument cluster, the instrument cluster offered is part analog and part digital. We get an analog tachometer, and the digital display contains the speedometer, the odometer, the trip meter, the fuel gauge, the side stand indicator, the service reminder, and a clock. For those of you who think this is the same motorcycle as the 200NS with just having a full fairing on it, I must tell you that you are seriously mistaken, because this comes across as a completely different motorcycle and is unlike any other Pulsar you have ridden before. You just need to test ride it to believe it. And when compared to the 200NS, the length of this bike is down by 18 mm, the width is down by 39 mm, and the height is up by 39 mm, and the ground clearance is down by 12 mm at around 157 mm, I believe. Weight unfortunately is up by 14 kgs, and if they could have managed to keep a check on its weight, this bike could have ended up giving even some of the higher capacity bikes a run for their money. On the positive front, the wheelbase is down by 8 millimeters, which would result in better cornering capabilities and better flickability in city traffic. Brakes wise, the RS200 gets a 300 mm brake up front, whereas the 200NS gets a 280 mm disc up front. The most important difference has to be the single channel ABS being offered as an option with the RS, and it is on by default. You don't get a switch to turn it off. Also, the single channel ABS means it is operational only on one wheel, and in this case it is the front wheel. So if you aren't really careful, you can still lock up your rear wheel under harsh braking circumstances. Fuel tank capacity for the RS200 is 1 liter more at 13 liters, whereas that of the 200NS is 12 liters. Engine wise, the RS200 gets a single cylinder 4-stroke 4-valve liquid cooled triple spark fuel injected 199.5cc engine that puts out a maximum power of 24.5 PS at 9750 rpm and 18.6 newton meters of torque at 8000 rpm. The RS200 makes 1 PS of more power and 0.3 Newton meters of more torque compared to that of the NS, and both come mated to a 6-speed gearbox. The top speed for the NS is 135 kmph, but the RS overtakes it by a considerable margin by offering a company claimed top speed of 140.8 kmph. The exhaust also is new with the RS. We get a short, stubby midship race exhaust, which not only sounds better than the underbelly exhaust on the NS, but it also offers better performance. And talking about my test ride experience, this is undoubtedly the best Pulsar yet. The 200NS came across as a rev happy motorcycle, but this one comes across as a better evolved Pulsar. There are no noticeable vibrations whatsoever. The engine is nice and smooth. The clutch is light, unlike that of the NS. The gearbox is smooth to operate, and the throttle response is phenomenal. Even with the clip-on handlebars and the slightly rear set foot pegs, the seating posture is not too aggressive. You can tour on this bike comfortably. The perimeter frame really enhances its handling characteristics and offers perfect balance while carving through corners. And to sum it up, it feels like a well sorted out RC200 that offers better comfort, better ride quality, and more or less the same performance. Talking about the braking power, you get a 300 pedal disc up front with ABS and a 230 pedal disc at the rear. Braking is good enough and confidence inspiring. Talking about the suspension setup, you get telescopic forks up front with an anti-friction bush and Nitrox gas charged monoshock at the rear. The suspension is slightly on the softer side to offer better comfort in city conditions. And talking about the wheels and tires, we get 17-inch wheels with tubeless tires. You get 100 by 80 front tire and 130 by 70 rear tire. We do get MRF zappers, and the tires offer decent road grip. Talking about the mileage claim, realistically speaking, since this is a performance sports motorcycle, you shouldn't expect it to deliver great mileage. And going by some of my friends' feedback who own this bike, you can expect up to 40 kmpl provided you follow some fuel saving tips. You can go through these tips in the knowledge base section found on the homepage menu of my website. Price ex showroom Hyderabad for the non-ABS variant is 1,20,204 rupees, and for the ABS variant it's around 1,32,412 rupees. That's pretty much it. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care and God bless.